Welcome to the Underground Nation podcast, where we shine a light on the voices rising from underneath the surface. I'm your host with the ghost, Ball Boogie, and tonight we're stepping into a darker, more electrified realm of the underground. Our guest isn't here to play it safe. He's here to make you feel something. Hailing from Michigan, this artist blends raw emotion, horrorcore energy, and alternative trap into a sound that hits like a nightmare you can't wake up from. His music lives in the extreme pain or rage, no in-between, and every track feels like a confession straight from the edge. With records like Adwianek, Black Spark, and My Mind, he's been carving out his own lane, unfiltered, unapologetic, and impossible to ignore. So whether you came for the energy, the message, or the madness, you're in the right place. Make some noise wherever you're at for the one and only Jinxxx the Preacher.
Welcome back to the Underground Nation podcast, the official voice of UndergroundNation.com. I'm your host with the ghost, Ball Boogie. And tonight, we're stepping deep into the shadows where raw emotion meets unfiltered creativity. Our guest is an artist who blends trap, horrorcore, and alternative hip-hop into a style that is haunting as it is powerful. Straight out of Michigan, he's known for pushing limits with tracks like At Your Neck, Black Spark, and My Mind. Please give it up for the one and only Jinxxx the Preacher to the hot seat of Underground Nation podcast. How are you, Jinxxx?
Doing pretty
good. Well, I'm a lot better now that you're here, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, bro, I've been kicking it with you here for a moment, and this mask next to you has just been talking to me, saying all these whispers. I can't really make out what it's saying to me, but who is this fella next to you, and what is it trying to say to me?
So this is actually a mask that I'm working on right now. It's going to be for my upcoming show. I usually try to switch it up every couple shows. So these are going to be my last two, so I really wanted to go all out. And it's the most intricate mask that I've made so far. It's all handmade, hand-stitched. And I usually get masked up, throw my contacts in, and get crazy. But
well, that sounds amazing to get crazy with. Dude, how the heck did you make this thing? That's amazing.
Yep, it's all hand-stitched.
And you'll be rocking the stage with those horns coming right out your nugget.
Yep, I'll get in the pit with the mask on. I'll do my thing, dude. I jump right off stage.
Dude, there hasn't been no haters trying to like rip that thing, or maybe fanbirds trying to take that mask from you.
They try to pull on it and rip it off, but it doesn't come off. Like all my masks, anything that I've handmade is all battle tested, dude.
Battle tested? You're like, hey guys, come over, got a new mask. Let's test this. Try to take it off me. I dare ya. Cool. I dig that. Where did the idea come from on creating the mask?
So it's funny. So my buddy Alex, he's like an old school punk, and he's like, everybody's been doing ski masks since the 80s, man. It's all worn out. That's not a thing anymore. And I'm like, well, I like ski masks. I'm like, I bet you I can make you a ski mask that looks sick. And I doubt it, but all right. And ever since then, like, that was my thing. I wanted to try to make a ski mask to impress him. And one day he comes up to me and he's like, dude, these ski masks are sick. I was like, I told you I'd be able to make you one or make some that you thought were dope. And he was like, no
way.
But I was trying to face for Jinxxx because like I like to get dressed up, I like to wear my makeup and everything like that. But I really wanted to have a solid look for Jinxxx. And once I was experimenting with ski masks and stuff, because my buddy Alex, I was like, you know what? I think this is going to be my thing. I think this is something that I really want to do. I've always had a thing for ski masks and, just getting dressed up. So that's whenever I was like, all right, let's really hone in on this. And 2022, I've been making my own stage gear. That's my vest, my masks, my shoes, and my pants, or my sweats, or my jeans.
Hey, you got a whole clothing line going on.
Oh, yeah, man. Me and my wife, we make the clothes together. We call it Crooked Devil.
Oh, power couple.
Yeah, man, she's amazing. She knows how to get down with clothes and everything, man. It's awesome.
Dude, that's totally killer. So y'all doing this in-house, creating the clothing?
Yep.
Dude, that's killer. Did you learn how to do this on your own, or did you go to school? Or?
So my aunt, she's a master seamstress, and she taught me how to sew whenever I was real little. And out of nowhere, I just decided to get back into it. I think it was like...
Talk about universe at work.
Yeah. It's crazy because she taught me how to use a sewing machine and all these different sewing styles, to stitch by hand and whatnot. And I didn't have a sewing machine at the time. All I had was a needle and thread. And I was like, we got all this leftover material, all these masks and stuff. Let's see what happens. And yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you're saying right now, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but right now, is there an active website I could go and purchase your merchandise right now?
So right now, we're still in the process of getting a website set up. Everything that I do.
Oh, you're on the brink of something marvelous there.
Oh, so yes. At least that's what we're trying to do. It's one of the.
It sounds fucking amazing.
It's. I honestly have been paying my bills with selling merch. Like I sell out quite a bit. It's something that we really want to push for 2026. Right now, we sell everything through Facebook. I make all 100% personal sales, and everything is ran directly off of my page at the moment.
Yeah. So where the heck do we find you on Facebook to get a mask or whatever?
So you could look up Crooked Devil, and it's spelled exactly how it sounds, and Jinxxx the Preacher on Facebook. And Jinxxx is my personal Facebook page because Facebook, you can't spell your name weird on there for whatever reason. They don't like that.
Yeah.
It's Jinx, and the Preacher is spelled one word, and it's ThePreacher.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to go on there, and there better be stuff there for fat kids. I'm like, yo, hold on. I need a 5X, 6X.
We work with all sizes, and that was another reason why we wanted to get into clothes design, because it's a big thing to find. Like, it's hard to find sizes, those in-between sizes, or like those bigger queen sizes. Nope, find them anywhere. I got a long torso and I got short legs, so it's hard, you know what I mean? So that's also one of the things that we go through and do. We try to, one of our biggest inspirations was trying to make clothes that actually fit everybody properly and really getting personal, customized clothes, something that was affordable for.
Oh, dang. You're going to make me take my measurements before I make an order? Hold on. This is going to be tailored.
That's pretty much what I do full time.
I would freaking do that. I mean, if you would say dude, I can hook you up whenever you need a shirt, and you got my sizes, bro, that'd be killer.
That's what me and my wife do, man. We do it full time. We're full time. Well, so I work and I do clothes restoration and repair for a dry cleaning company, and then I have sponsor for my materials, and I do clothes design. I clothes all the time, man. That's what me and my wife.
That's very cool. Wow. Talk about this. We're right at the starting point. It sounds like, but to take off here.
Yeah.
No wonder you're on the podcast. No, it makes complete sense.
Are you going?
I don't think so. There's something so many of us feel, but rarely talk about.
I haven't been feeling it lately at all.
It's the feeling of burnout. It happens when life has been too heavy for too long, and your body adapts by slowing down and holding back.
Hey,
I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I know.
How have you been?
I just got a little off.
Even in those times of exhaustion, you remember what it felt like to have more energy, more strength, more you.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I've got something for you.
We think getting out of that cycle is as simple as making a change.
Claire send this?
Yeah.
This is the Make 3 Breakthrough by Make Wellness. This program leverages 3 natural peptides that help flip the switch on strength, metabolism, and deep sleep. It's a chance to reset the body, renew focus, and regenerate deeper. You pair this peptide stack with 3 simple lifestyle shifts. Move a little more, sleep a little smarter, make 1 small daily swap.
It's good to see you in here.
Right?
With some consistency and the Make community behind you, that breakthrough happens. Your body already knows the way back. Make 3 is simply the spark. Now is the time to make that commitment. For yourself and for those who rely on you most. With products that work and powerful community behind you, we can discover your breakthrough together.
So we kind of challenged ourselves this year. As far as I know, I'm on about the clothes right now, but we wanted to challenge ourselves this year. My sponsor gave me a challenge, so we decided to take on Astronomicon as far as like a starting vendor point, and it was our first year this year, and we sold out all 3 days.
All 3 days.
Yep, that's the 10 ski masks, 10 sweatpants, 15 hoodies, shirts, vests, and all handmade by me and my wife. And we sold out 100%. We had nothing left at the end of the weekend. Yeah, it was an eye opener for everybody. We were like, all right, we got to do something with this. So we have to do it soon.
Wow, incredible. Well, I wish you guys nothing but all the luck and success in this endeavor. It sounds freaking amazing. I want a freaking mask. I'm like, bro, I'm already thinking I have ideas in my head. Like, what can I make a bounce ball mask?
I can do it. I say that, and that's kind of like, I don't know what you...
I got a big head, bro. I got a Ninja Turtle head.
Dude, I swear.
Shit, that's dope. I'm gonna holler at you about this. I'm interested. Definitely interested.
All you gotta do is let me know, man.
Fuck yeah, and I will, Jinxxx. You know, I'm curious. What does the name Jinxxx the Preacher mean to you, and how did it come to represent your artistry?
So Jinxxx the Preacher actually came about because I was a factory rat. I worked in factories majority of my life, and I got the name Jinxxx because every time I'd get around a new machine or I'd get around a new area, whatever, that machine would break down. So everybody was calling me. I was Jinxxx. So I'm like, well,
Jinxxx and everything.
Yeah, they're like, what do you do? Like, it even got to the points where they had to like check cameras. They thought I was like messing with the machines and shit. So,
my God, are you serious?
Yeah, they thought that. So
Hold on, are you an empath?
I am,
dude. So I have the same thing that happens to me. Like, I can't go to grocery stores. I can't do the checkout line because the freaking register stops working every time. So I just started going to the fucking self checkout.
No, I can understand that. I definitely can understand that.
Too much energy.
Yeah, my kids are the same way, man. You get all of us in a room at the same time, me, my wife, and my kids, dude, stuff will fall off shelves. The TV will just randomly shut off. Like
it's a family of supers.
Yeah.
About to put it, and you guys are making your own clothing, so you already got your costumes just ready to spring into action any moment.
Exactly.
That's fucking cool, man. I dig that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, so you're no longer in the factories? Well, you say you're doing some kind of...
So it's like a small factory right now. It's not like a normal factory because the dry cleaning place that I work inside of, it's just steam and it's pretty clean. And I work out or with everybody. Like, I'll help press clothes and do everything else until there's like an item that's falling apart. I'll take it over into my area and grab it up and stitch it where it needs to be fixed and add buttons or take buttons off or add patchwork where it needs it. And I'll go through and hook it up.
So you're basically just practicing.
Yeah, it keeps me...
just keeping everything sharp so when I get home from my own shit.
Honestly.
That's really cool, man. I dig that. Look at you. Making it work out in multiple facets. I mean, growing up in Michigan, what were the influences, musical or personal, that shaped your sound and story?
That shaped my sound? Man. So I'm one of those people where it's like, if you ask me what my favorite song is or what my favorite artist is, it would be what genre. You know what I mean? Because I'm very much so into like all genres of music, and there's little influences here and there from like all styles that pop in and out. If you were to sit down and break down my style, you could hear there's the trap metal aspect. There's also the shadowcore or dark funk. There's also, bits of new metal. There's bits of, black metal in there whenever it comes to the way that I say certain things. So like, yeah, I'd say my style, it comes from a whole bunch of different stuff. But specifically here in Michigan, I had a mentor. His name was Doc Holliday, and he used to do...
Doc Holliday?
Yeah. Yep. He's from Adrian, Michigan, and he is my mentor. He literally taught me how to write bars and how to, structure a song properly, how to write 16, 32, and so on and so forth. He told me pretty much the whole entire history of rap, sat me down and explained like from the 70s all the way up until the current time. And he took me to shows. there was other local bands around the area at the time, or local rappers at the time, and they all would meet with everybody. So there was a lot of local influence, and that was pretty much where I started. And that was at 9.
At 9 years old?
Yeah, yep.
Dang, well, whoop, whoop, the Doc Holliday for teaching you how to write bars so young.
Yeah, it was funny. So we're in a Sony studio, and I'm with this producer, rapper named Rocky, and Doc Holliday's in the studio, and we're all sitting around, and I'm listening to him recording stuff like that, and he hears me talking. He's like, "Can you rap?" And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe." And he was like, "Do this chorus for me." So I do the chorus for him, and he's like, "Yeah, I think you should be on this track with me and do the chorus." I was like, "All right." And it was like it was a pretty dark song. It was about him like chopping up his mom or something like that. And the chorus was pretty blunt about that. And that was like one of the very first times that I actually ended up getting into like a horrorcore song, was at 9. And so it was pretty cool, man.
That's really cool. I mean, yeah, your style mixes horrorcore, trap, freaking punk-inspired energy.
Yep.
How did you develop that unique combination and deciding where's the inspiration come from? I guess I'm trying to say.
My inspiration comes from, I don't know, I like to try to create things that are different. And so I've always been a horrorcore artist. My very first actual song was at 13. And it was straight up horrorcore. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Now, I've always had like a dark like everything's always been pretty dark. I've always been into the creepy, the macabre. And it's just always been dark.
When I listen to the music, when I was listening to music, you touched on pain, anger. There's emotional extremes, sad or mad, no in between. What role does music play in processing those emotions for you? So
whenever I was younger, I didn't really have any outlets. I had no outlets at all, really. Like I played sports, but that didn't do very much for me as far as getting out like my anger and stuff like that. But as soon as I stepped foot in a studio and I got to really like write how I felt and get that raw emotion out, I could just pour out how I actually felt right then and there. And it was almost like, I don't know, it's kind of like sigils. Like whenever it comes to like making a sigil, you can put certain energies or trap certain energies inside there. And that's what I would do with my music. I would make these songs, but I was like actually trapping my physical emotion that I had or feeling I had in the song to make it to where I didn't have to hold on to that anymore. And that's where the raw emotion and feeling comes from, because a lot of my songs is about me like battling demons or battling, the traumas and tribulations that I've been going through like majority of my whole entire life. So it really stems from like my everyday growing up and the stuff that I've gone through. That's where a lot of the sound and everything comes from. Because honestly, it was just me grabbing up random beats, because at the time I only could get free for profit beats. Like I couldn't get a hold of a producer to go and make me a custom beat. I would just grab something that sounded good to me, and then I would go and just let all the raw emotion out the only way that I knew how to do it. And yeah, man, all the inspiration came from my environment and my real life.
So with everything you just said there, do you see your music as therapy for yourself, a warning for others, or both?
Both. Therapeutic for others too.
Oh yeah.
There was a time where I wasn't going to do anything anymore. I wasn't going to do any art. I got to a pretty
What? Why would you have these thoughts?
I got to a pretty low point. Like my life kind of went downhill there for a while, and I didn't think I was going to do anything anymore. And yeah, it was crazy. I ended up getting a message from like a handful of people randomly, and it was about their manic episodes and how they haven't really learned to cope with anything. And they said that my music helped them with making them feel not alone. And that was one of the things that really like it hit hard. I was like, maybe I should keep going. Maybe I should keep doing this, because not only is it this now not just only therapeutic for myself, but it's therapeutic for others. And I'm like, well, let's keep going. Let's see what happens. And as soon as I jumped back into the studio and as soon as I picked my needle back up to start making my stuff, it literally just started taking off. Shows every weekend. People like me booked out on orders for months.
Some artists wait to be discovered. Others step into the shadows and take their shot. Welcome to Mic Check Thursday, hosted by the host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. Every week, the Boogeyman opens the gates, searching for the realest voices in the underground. No industry politics, no fake hype, just raw talent and honest feedback. Think you've got a hot track? For just 99 coins, submit your song and get one guaranteed play live. Get reviewed by Bounce Ball Boogie and the full panel of creatures from the Boogieverse. And if your sound hits different, you might earn something most artists never get: a personal invitation to a spotlight interview on the official Underground Nation podcast. This isn't a contest. This is a gateway to exposure, to community, to your next level. Join us live for Mic Check Thursday. Bring your track, bring your courage, and step into the Boogieverse. The Underground is watching. Are you ready to be heard?
What helped you finalize that decision? Was your wife you're mentioning?
Yeah.
You played a big role into that?
Oh my God, yeah, man. It was crazy. There was a couple situations that ended up happening, and I ended up moving in with my wife. And this is before we were like married or anything like that. And I was trying to find work, couldn't really find work. I had just got let go from my job. They were like, "We know you got so much stuff going on, but it's affecting your job. We can't have that here, blah, 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 blah. You know how factories go." And she looks at me and she was like, "You can do all this art stuff. Why don't you just try to see what happens?" And I was like making up all these reasons why I don't think it would. And she was like, "Just try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We're back in this spot that we're in right now. Just do it. See what happens." And
so what happened?
And it ended up working. We hit it the right way, and it ended up working.
Yeah, congratulations.
And I appreciate that, homie.
And ever since then, he's been listening to his wife.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop to the wife.
Whoop. She is amazing, man. She's my muse. She's done a lot of things in my life that has helped me out a lot. She's really my muse. Her and my kids are my muses, man. It's crazy. I definitely feel blessed.
Absolutely. I wouldn't even be sitting in the seat if it wasn't for my wife saving my punk ass.
I feel that.
Multiple times. In multiple different ways. I'm sorry, honey. And I apologize again. I love you. But thank you for everything. You're amazing, because she will see this.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Well, how do you stay motivated when there's no big label backing you?
I think that in and of itself, that statement right there, I don't have any backing. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't got a whole team. I don't got like a big this or that. It's just me and my wife trying to do it. And that's my motivation. Wanting to be able to leave something behind for my kids and show them that if you keep going, you keep trying, that, you can do whatever you want. It might,
absolutely,
but you stick to your.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, just stick to your guns, and yeah, it'll definitely work out. It might take a little bit, but stick to your guns.
You said something there that sparked I kind of jumped the gun there. I'm sorry, but I was like, wait a minute. Do y'all create merch for other groups and bands?
Yeah, definitely.
Wait a fucking minute.
Pretty much. So, like, I make hoodies, hats, sweatpants, jeans, vests, jackets. We do restoration on just about anything. I've done mirrors and lamps and tables and chairs, and like pretty much. I was a carpenter, and I was like building houses for a while. So we took like the restoration aspect and just like minimized it and made it to where we were just like, let's try to just do this shit with clothes. And it's been fun.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like it's taking off with the clothing. And
yeah,
bro, I got a whole TikTok shop that's waiting for my merchandise to get dropped in there. And I've been trying to find someone to work with.
Yeah.
Just overpricing it. I don't know, but I really don't know the numbers. I just feel everyone's overpricing it.
Try to do anything custom. I'm just getting off of being homeless at the time. I had just got an apartment and I just got a good paying job, and I wanted to get some custom stuff made. And I went on Etsy. People were trying to make you pay like $600-$700 for a vest. I was like, whoa. I was like, no, I can't afford that. So that's another thing that went into me starting to make my clothes. I just couldn't afford any of the punk or the goth stuff, man. Like, it was crazy how much money people.
Now you could go on there and sell a $700 vest.
No, it would never get that high. And to have some people that.
You kidding me? If you wore that vest, I mean, that vest you're wearing and you go and perform in that thing a couple times with that mask, both of those things are now way more valuable.
So a couple people were like, dude, the price that you're selling everything at right now, it needs to go up. And I was like, my whole point of doing this is affordable punk stuff, affordable, goth punk or trash punk stuff for people to buy that they don't have to, save up 5 paychecks in order to be able to get, a hat or a vest. It's supposed to be
Yes.
Wow. And I still make my money off of it. It's not like I'm not making money off of my merch. I'm making really good money off of it. A lot of people think that you have to charge this super high amount of, you don't. That's a choice. At some point, it's just a choice to price it that high.
Look at you schooling us right now. Like, hold on. You want a one-on-one with Jinxxx the Preacher? You hit him up right now. Book a one-on-one consultation and get schooled on your merch game. Oh, the phone. So let's talk about the music side. As an independent artist, what's been your biggest challenge in getting your music heard?
It's algorithm change and the speed of algorithm change. That's been one thing that's made it pretty hard, because I am pretty old school as far as it comes to promoing. I do footwork. I'm very much so.
Foot soldier, huh?
I get out there and walk around, give out flyers, post.
Flyer in the parking lot, boy.
Yeah, exactly, man. I get out there and I get down and I do the thing. But the whole social media thing is something that I thought I had down. But the way things have happened over the last 2 years, the way that the algorithms change on a consistent basis, it used to be, every 3 months it would change. And then it was every month. And then it was every 3 weeks. Now it's every 2 weeks.
Like every day.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's literally every day. Just that's my main thing right now, is just the social media, which I have my times that I posted everything and I still get a pretty good draw. Like my analytics for all of my social medias, they do pretty well. But it's still just it's not enough. I need to just rework everything. But yeah, that's an obstacle right now. As far as
when you read those analytics, it'll tell you what are the best days and times that people are on your page. And
yeah,
I think I was telling you earlier, you would do a drip campaign to sit there on a Sunday night and put a bunch of your reels and whatever you're promoting upcoming. Put it all up to drip on a Sunday night, and then you could be out there hitting the streets, and you're still being consistent on social media without touching anything.
Yep. No, that's honestly what I'm trying to do right now. So I was kind of having a problem. I was doing shows like once or twice a weekend, every weekend since the beginning of the year.
Wow, that's a lot of shows.
With that and trying to vend at the events throughout the week, and also making the merch, I had no time. Like, I'm in the moment at all this stuff. I don't have my content that I need. So we decided to take a big pause on shows. I have 2 shows coming up. I'll be done on the 30th. And the rest of the year is nothing but content. We're getting videos and music videos and, I think they call them visualizers now, where it's just just slow motion stuff, to where we have stuff to post online, just a bunch of different stuff so we can actually have content to post, because that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see you stack up all that merch and then fast, make it all goes really fast forward, and then have it start shrinking, and then starts filling up the packages. So the merch goes down, the packages go up, and then you go ship them out, bro. That'd be a cool video. I just seen it in my head.
That definitely would be pretty sweet.
It would be pretty sweet.
That would be pretty cool. I just seen it too.
Shit, man. Awesome. Look at this. Inspiring ideas over here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were kind of talking about it earlier. I mean, independent artists often struggle with funding projects.
Oh, yeah.
What strategies have you used or want to explore for financing, studio time, visuals, or more tours?
So my goal is to, get another sponsor, because I have my clothing stuff pretty much on lock right now. I just got some background details that I need to get together. But what I'm trying to do right now is secure another sponsor to push promo, and it's pretty much all I'm looking for at the moment, because I just need to get it to where I can actually get my my videos, my visualizers, my music videos out on the social media platforms and push them with campaigns and so on and so forth.
There you go. Well, I hope you are sending out proposals every day to get that sponsor.
The underground doesn't sleep. It evolves. Welcome to Underground Nation, the app where the culture lives. Discover underground artists you've never heard, but won't forget. Read every article, unlock every podcast episode, and step inside the real treasure. Every Underground Nation magazine issue, fully digital, inside the app. Visit undergroundnation.com. Download the app today. Underground Nation, your number one source for everything underground.
Wait, yeah. Damn, like with my soul. Tell me where it at. Yeah. Wait. Damn, like where my soul. Tell me where it at. We don't love these hoes. Little bitches mad. Filling with my woes. Little bro sad. She don't even know. I be feeling bad. Damn, like where my soul. Tell me where it at. We don't love these hoes. Little bitches mad. Filling with my woes. Little bro sad. She don't even know. I be feeling bad. I just wanna run all day. I ain't been tripping West Bay. Down in on this bottle, getting loose all day. We been twisting up the stones. Watch your whole make a little shit. Sucking on the glizzy from a swizzy. It's a bruise. You can only win, never lose. Counting up this work, while I have some shoes. Look at the bitch, been pulling up racks. Red big rollers, we pulling up gas. Hit a hollow, yeah, fuck from the back. Thinking that I'm bored cause I make a fucking rash. She really loses shit, whole pick up the lashes. I like it wild as fuck, give me gashes. I fuck a hoe in a pair of galoshes. Damn, like where my soul. Tell me where it at. We don't like these hoes. Little bitches mad. Fill 'em with my woes. Little bro sad. She don't even know. I be feeling bad. Damn, like where my soul. Tell me where it at. We don't love these hoes. Little bitches mad. Fill 'em with my woes. Little bro sad. She don't even know. I be feeling bad.
So it's funny how like the world works. So I was
Yeah, ain't it though?
So I'm at, and this artist that I was associated with at the time, this was this year, he had a DJ come up and start doing his thing and whatnot, and I forgot my hard drive.
Oh.
I thought I had the right one with me, and it ended up being one that wasn't the right one, and man, he plugged it in, and it was a bad situation. He was looking at, oh my God, what? I was like, I'm so sorry, but it ended up working out and everything, and the DJ comes up to me, and he's like, man, this better be good. I was like, if you get my set up there right now, I will destroy it. I promise you that. And he just laughs, rolls his eyes. He's like, okay. And by the time he looked at me and was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, yeah, that's what most people say, especially because of like how I talk and like my demeanor and everything. When I go to perform, I'm like a completely different person. He was like, I really like that energy and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, maybe we should work together. His name's DJ OD1 or DJ Obi1. His nickname is He's a really good homie of mine, and he wants to work and start networking and promoting and stuff like that. And he's a full blown producer. He's really good, and he's going to be one of the people that I work with throughout the year and really help. He wants to really help push. It's crazy the way that the world works, because that's something that I really needed. I needed find a good studio, a good producer, and he's like, I got you, homie.
The Boogieverse is in action.
Yeah.
I mean, your tracks carry dark, heavy vibes. How do your fans respond, or what's been the most powerful reaction you've gotten so far?
It would have to be the messages about how it helps people cope, like whenever they have really strong manic episodes and calm them. That was something that was just crazy for me, because that's how I would get whenever I would go to the studio. I would be in manic episodes, being real, feeling disconnected. And when I would go to the studio and record my tracks, I would feel grounded, and it would help ground me. And then I would feel so much better. It's crazy. I don't know if other artists have this happen, but like you'll be recording, it's not sounding right, it doesn't feel right, and then once you get it, you'll do it, and then you'll have like this tingling feeling that'll be like in your face and in your chest. You're like, that's the one. That was it. And once that, it's crazy, man. I don't know. When I get into the studio, man, it's so therapeutic.
The spidey sense is going off.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I'm glad you're able to find that connection with someone that's willing to put in the same amount of effort and have the same drive and passion that you have.
Oh, man. He works. When I say he works. He works. I think it was not July. No, it was August. He started and he's uploaded over 100 beats, instrumentals.
Hey, what?
He's like, this is my goal and I'm going to get it done. And like, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Where's the beat store at?
It's BeatStar. BeatStars.com/Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
DJ
Kenobi. DJ Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look.
He also has the modulator mic, and he graduated top of his class and stuff like that for sound engineering and whatnot.
Dang, DJ Obi-Wan, watch out.
He's
putting the plaques up on the wall.
He's definitely got it, man.
That's sweet. Well, look at that. That's amazing. I cannot wait to hear. I'm exactly 11 years older than you.
Wow. I thought you were around the same age as me, man. It's crazy.
Wow. That's made me feel way better. Thanks. No, seriously, thanks.
Yeah, no, you're welcome, dude.
All right. Well, I'm not going to, probably won't even talk to you on October 2nd. You'll be so freaking busy with everything going on in your life. But I'm going to tell you right now, happy birthday on behalf of Underground Nation. Whoop, whoop.
Appreciate it. Whoop, motherfucking whoop, man. I really do appreciate it, dog. I'm hoping that I can get a lock-in for like 3 days.
Lock?
Yeah, where you get locked in the studio for 3 days and you just record the whole entire time.
Hey, you're about to pull a Tupac.
So that's what I used to record at this place in Ohio called Ape Studios, and the producer there was amazing. He'd mix and master you on the spot, and he's used to doing like 1 or 2 songs. I would book 6 to 12-hour sessions, and when he knew whenever I was to come that I would be bumping out my 5 or 6 songs, all at once. So he would lock in and be like, let's fucking go.
Wow.
I love being man. It's fun.
Mix and master on the spot.
Swear. I have a song called Fear.com, and that's my favorite song to perform. I end all my sets with Fear.com. It's a tongue twister. It's hands down. But that song was recorded on the spot, mix and master, which is insane because there's breaks in the beats, there's pauses, there's background stuff going on, and I'd call him a wizard. His name was Randy. Yeah, I'd call him Randy the Wizard because he beats to just have a joint in his mouth. And he'd just, I'm like watching him as I'm like recording to see what he's doing and stuff, man. It was crazy. But yeah, Randy was definitely a master at his craft. But he shut down shop. I think it was 2023. He'd been doing it for like 20, 30 years and it was going good. But he is like, I'm on to different things. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I wish nothing but the best for you.
Man, you put down the magic blunt, see?
Yeah.
Went on to do other things.
Yeah, Randy is definitely a good dude.
Well, whoop to Randy, whatever he's doing nowadays.
Hell yeah.
But looking 5 years ahead, where do you want Jinxxx, the preacher, to be as an artist, and what legacy do you want to leave behind?
In 5 years, I see myself with my own venue. Bar and touring full time. That's
Holy crap. Who's going to run the venue when you're touring?
So that would be, I have family that I would have run the bar and
we got family coming in, family-owned business.
And then that's honestly the venue/bar would be what I would leave behind for my kids. If they wanted to run it, they could run it. If they wanted to sell it, they could sell it. They could do whatever they want with it. But I want my kids to know that they could always have something that they could not have to work for anybody else. They can work for themselves, not have to be underneath somebody else's thumb.
Right. That's right. And it's the perfect time to be doing this, to being independent, and to go fully independent. You have all the tools in the world to do so.
Yep. And that's something that I really want to stick to doing. Mainly just focus on getting sponsors and showing sponsors what I can do and, showing them that their investment can be, it's worth it.
Well, that is amazing. Definitely show them, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's more than worth it.
Just on the close aspect, you should have seen the sponsor's face because he comes over last day. He's like, where's everything at? He's like, I thought you had more than this. Or no, it was the first day he came over and he's like, I thought you had more stuff than this. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I sold it all already. He's like, what? I'm like, we're physically making this and putting it on the table, like, and it's just selling. And he was, and every time that I'm at shows, I start a pit and I sell out of my merch, and everybody's always getting down and asking when the next song drops are, when the next shows are. And I know just my DJ, he seen it and he was like, that is insane. I mean, I've been a headliner quite a few times, but this year was my very first like headlining show. Like it was my name on the billboard, and it was my name on the sign outside, and everybody was coming to see me, which was crazy. And this is with my social media presence being where it's at. We had it packed in there. It was pretty sick. It was the first time I had anything happen like that, and it like hit me that day. I was like, this is like my show. Like this is crazy.
So how long ago was this?
This was like 3 months ago.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was sick. Like it, and because I'm not used to I'm not used to having or a show or anything like that before, so it was strange to me. And everybody's like, dude, that's your name on there. That's your name on that board right now. That's crazy. And I was like, you know what? That is crazy. I didn't even look at it like that, because I'm always I'm outside hanging out with everybody and running around the venue and so, talking to people that come out, and I'm just doing my thing, not even thinking anything of it, because that's what I've always done. Like it was a really cool feeling.
Yeah, next level shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Welcome to the next level. No, it's definitely great. It's definitely amazing. I mean, it's no wonder how you got on the hot seat, and you're definitely making a name for yourself, carving your own lane, and you got nothing but support from me and everyone here at the Underground Nation. So anything that you have upcoming, show announcements, please kick them over to us. We're more than happy to share on our social media for you also.
I definitely would appreciate that a lot. Very much so.
Absolutely.
Looking for bold, high-quality merch that hits harder than your next show? At Smokin' Barrel Apparel, we fire up the best in screen printing and promotional gear, crafted for bands, artists, and creators who refuse to blend in. From shirts to banners, from tour drops to custom promo runs, we've got your back with the best prices around. Learn more today at Smokin'. That's SMOKINBA.com. Official sponsor of the Underground Nation podcast, supporting the heartbeat of the underground, one print at a time. Contact Ryan Chavez for more information. Smokin' Barrel Apparel, where your brand meets the barrel.
So, from you, Jinxxx the Preacher, was someone who almost gave up and decided not to, with the amazing support of your loved ones and your adoring fans. For the independent artists listening right now who feel like giving up, what's the one piece of advice you'd give to keep them moving forward?
Keep going. And I know that's what a lot of people say. They say keep going, but it's true. That you get to that point where you feel like, man, I should just be done. That's whenever you should be writing. That's whenever you should be honing in and trying to do whatever you can for your craft, because those points are where some of the most raw, realist pieces of art will come directly out of your soul. So those times of anguish, those times of, your pain or feeling lost or feeling scared or not knowing what to do, if you write or you paint or you draw or you graphic art, whatever you do, you just keep going, because it'll help you produce some of the best stuff that you could ever possibly make, and it'll show you that you shouldn't stop. I know whenever I get to those points, that's whenever my writer's block ends up going away, or my creative side, it comes back like that as soon as I start to feel that way. I would say just keep going. Don't give up. And if you feel like it's whenever you need to start pushing a little bit harder.
That's right. And never feel like you need to take a break. Just put on some Jinxxx the Preacher, and he'll hype you right the fuck back up.
Get in there and get wild, man.
Yeah. You're providing the theme music.
You know what's crazy? I did a show in Lapeer, dude, and as I was going to perform, I had sold this guy. It was a black ski mask with horns and a pair of jeans that I made. They were skeleton jeans. They were stacked. They looked sick. They were all white with all these designs and like black skeleton legs down the front and back. And I kid you not, 5 minutes into my set, 2 fights broke out. I looked, I was like, are they really fighting back there right now? And everybody is like, yeah. That's whenever they went and got them, and everybody just started getting down. I wasn't expecting that. My homeboy Smokey was like, dog, 2 fights started during your set. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. But it gets hyped during my sets, man. I love it so much. I love being in the pit performing with getting down there and like just moshing and doing the thing while I'm performing, man. It's one of the best parts of my set. I love that shit.
Incredible. Just something you could expect at a Jinxxx the Preacher show.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to be in attendance at one of these shows. Anything coming up?
Yeah, so actually this weekend, the 27th, I have a show at the Historical Rex Theater in Morenci, Michigan, and the Michigan Misfits are the ones hosting the show. They will also be performing, but it's going to be huge. So it's me, my buddy Danny Dollars, and his group, the Bio Killers. It's also, let me see if I can pull this flyer up really quick. But yeah, it's going to be insane. It's just a bunch of just straight up headliners. So they got it's the Michigan Misfits, F1, the Guar cover band. They're amazing. Then you got Siamese Goat, which is Cartoon Burundant, and Inachus Mortis. I hope I said his name right. I'm terrible with names. You got Bio Killers. I don't know if you're familiar with the Bio Killers or not, from Hillsdale, Michigan, but they're sick. Satan Klepp fucking kill it. You got the Hollywood Heartthrobs, which is my buddy Danny Dollars and his hype man. They get out and they get down, and then there's me, Jinxxx the Preacher, going out and doing the things. And then, yeah, man, it's just heavy hitting. Everybody has had their own headlining shows at this one. Like, they've opened up and done some pretty big shows, so it's going to be nothing. The whole thing is going to be insane, man. Insane.
Oh, man, I wish I could be there.
Yeah.
Will you be live streaming some of this?
Yeah. Yep. I will be going live at this one. These last two shows, I'm really going to try to go all out. I'm not going to give too many details. It's like even having this mask up for this is kind of like a thing, because I wanted to like keep it hidden until I went to the shows and just like showed up in my like full outfit and everything, but I would show it and whatnot. But yeah, I have this show this weekend, and then I have a show on the 30th, which is a Tuesday, and that is with another whole bunch of, it's just a whole bunch of heavy hitters. Are you familiar with Big Sherm?
Big Sherm?
Yeah. He's gonna. So I have a show on the 30th, like I said, and it's called the Golden Gathering of the Juggalos, and it's gonna be Trey Pound, Big Sherm, Chain Wallet, HB the Grizzly, Smokey the Bear, Tommy Poppy, Liquid Petty, Zitro, Bobby Knuckles, Bam Bam, Danny Dope Rock, Crispin, Fuzz Cobbler, people in the crowd, Be About It, Golden Gambit. There's a whole bunch of people on the show, dude. Stone, Trey Pound. It's going to be insane. This one's out in Detroit on the 30th, and everybody's just going to be there getting down, man.
Incredible. So for the listeners who may not be familiar but are now very intrigued to go to a Jinxxx the Preacher show, where can they connect with you on social media to get all the information?
It would be directly on my personal page, the Jinxxx the Preacher Facebook page. I post almost daily, at least 2 to 3 times a week, about upcoming shows, upcoming merch launches, and upcoming song drops. I post there quite a bit. Also, if anybody ever has any questions, all they have to do is just DM me directly, and I'm pretty fast at responding.
There you go. Link up with Jinxxx the Preacher right now. That's been an unforgettable ride with Jinxxx the Preacher. Make sure you run up his tracks on all streaming platforms, show him love on social media, and keep the underground alive. And don't forget to visit underground-nation.com for more artists breaking boundaries. If you enjoyed this conversation, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform, because your support helps us shine a spotlight on voices the world needs to hear. This is the Underground Nation Podcast, your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. Until next time, keep bouncing to the underground. Thank you, Jinxxx the Preacher.
Thank you for having me, homie. I appreciate you.
Oh, hell yeah. Whoop,
whoop.
Man, what a conversation. That right there is what the Underground Nation is all about. Real stories, real energy, and artists like Jinxxx the Preacher who aren't afraid to tap into the darkness and turn it into something powerful. If you felt that, don't just sit on it, go show love. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Jinxxx the Preacher on all social media and streaming platforms. Run run those numbers up and be part of the movement while it's still rising. And if you're looking for more voices like this, more talent, more stories, more heat, head over to Underground Nation at underground-nation.com and tap into everything happening underneath the surface. Now, let me ask you this. Are you an artist? Are you building something as an entrepreneur? Do you have a story the world needs to hear? This might be your moment. Submit your information right now to ugnpodcast@gmail.com for a chance to be featured on an upcoming episode. Don't wait for opportunity, create it. This is the Underground Nation podcast with your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie, and we'll catch you on the next wave.